And secrets can have deadly consequences.
You don't need to worry about me, Mother. I do my best work in the dark.
Dark strings swell. The camera pushes slowly toward Wednesday's unblinking stare. Imagine seeing your best friend's death before it happens, and knowing it might be your fault. That's the nightmare haunting Wednesday Addams as she returns to Nevermore Academy. This season, the stakes are deadlier, the mysteries are bloodier, and the Addams family is closer than ever. But will it be enough to stop what's coming? Welcome back to Review, where we dive deep into the worlds you love, scene by scene, twist by twist. Today, we're unpacking Wednesday Season 2 Part 1. A return 2 years in the making, filled with ghoulish charm, creepy mysteries, and a family reunion that changes everything. If you're a fan of Jenna Ortega's razor-sharp deadpan, the eerie elegance of the Addams family, and mysteries that sink their claws in, stick around. And before we dive into the shadows, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our next deep dive. After 2 long years, Wednesday Addams walks back into Nevermore Academy. But this time, she's not alone. Pugsley, played by Isaac Ordonez, now a student himself and fresh from discovering his own static electricity abilities, joins the chaos. From the very first episode, directed by Tim Burton himself, the season sets its eerie tone. Wednesday's return should be triumphant. She's the hero who saved the school. But one psychic vision changes everything. She sees her best friend, Enid Sinclair, dead, and in her gut, Wednesday feels it's somehow her fault. That vision becomes the ticking clock of the season. Every step, every clue, every confrontation is haunted by the possibility of losing Enid. And Jenna Ortega plays it perfectly. Her eyes, rarely blinking, burning with fear and determination under the stoic mask. But Nevermore has changed. Steve Buscemi steps in as the overly chipper but sly Principal Barry Dort, championing outcast pride in stark contrast to the late Principal Weems. And he's not the only newcomer. Billy Piper's enigmatic music teacher Isadora Capri, and Thandai Newton as Asylum head Dr. Rachel Fairburn bring new energy and suspicion. The school feels alive, crawling with new personalities and hidden agendas. But one thing is clear. Someone connected to Enid's death is already watching Wednesday. The influx of new characters makes Nevermore feel bigger than ever, but it also means some familiar faces fade into the background. Bianca, Ajax, even Enid herself spend less time with Wednesday in these opening episodes. Enid, once the bubbly counterpart to Wednesday's gloom, now spends much of her time with her werewolf pack. One of them, Bruno, clearly admires her. The season even pushes her into an awkward love triangle, something many hoped we'd never see again after Season 1's weak romantic subplot. Still, the real weight of these early episodes isn't romance. It's dread. The looming Willow Hill Asylum becomes the central stage for much of the mystery. It's a place where the lines between normies and outcasts blur, and where Wednesday uncovers decades-old secrets tied to her own visions. But the story takes its time to get there. The pacing is uneven, school drama on one side, deadly investigation on the other. And yet, the balance starts to shift as Willow Hill's history unfolds, pulling Wednesday deeper into a mystery that feels far bigger than just Enid's fate. If Season 1 built the world of Nevermore, Season 2 brings the Addams family front and center. Morticia, Gomez, and Pugsley all step into bigger roles, and it changes the show's energy entirely. Catherine Zeta-Jones' Morticia is at the heart of it, clashing with Wednesday over her overuse of her powers and her dangerous reliance on Goody Addams' spellbook. Their scenes together, sharp, tense, sometimes tender, form the emotional backbone of Part 1. There's even an action moment that slyly nods to Zeta-Jones' own swashbuckling film past. Morticia isn't just here for family drama. Principal Dort ropes her into leading a major fundraiser to keep Nevermore open, hoping she can leverage her wealthy but estranged mother, Hester Grandmama Addams, played by Joanna Lumley. The mother-daughter tension adds another delicious layer to the family dynamic. Meanwhile, Luis Guzman's Gomez is the perfect mix of charm, comic relief, and unwavering devotion. He may not have a separate storyline, but he's everywhere, supporting Morticia, guiding Pugsley, and backing Wednesday, all while showering his wife with theatrical love. Pugsley, for his part, isn't just comic relief anymore. His attempts to fit in at Nevermore lead to both laughs and some surprisingly chilling moments. Wednesday's stalker storyline, set up in Season 1's cliffhanger, is finally addressed here. The reveal works, it's unexpected, but it's not the only mystery in play. A second plot involving a series of murders wins its way through the season, though it feels less urgent, more like setup for Part 2. Still, the show doesn't shy away from horror. Brutal deaths, eerie jump scares, and the repeated appearance of a particular animal keep the tension high. Every time it shows up, you can't help but brace for the worst. The investigation forces Wednesday into unfamiliar territory. Even a bizarre camping trip with her classmates in Episode 3, widely considered the best of this first batch. There, the grumpy sunshine dynamic between Ortega and EMMA Myers Enid gets its brightest and most bittersweet moments. It's in these small, sharp scenes, a shared glance, a cutting remark laced with warmth, that the show reminds us why their friendship is the heart of Wednesday. Beyond the core mystery, certain characters light up every scene they enter. Fred Armisen's Uncle Fester is pure chaos, helping Wednesday investigate and somehow always getting exactly what he wants out of the trouble. Thing, still one of the most expressive characters on the show, keeps a watchful eye on Wednesday for her parents, delivering silent comedy gold. And then there's Steve Buscemi's Principal Dort. He radiates that, how do you do, fellow kids? Energy, part goofy, part manipulative, creating a principal unlike anything Nevermore seen before. His contrast with Weem's formality makes him unpredictable and a little dangerous. As the fourth and final episode of Part 1 ends, it's clear the split-season structure comes at a cost. Just as the plot starts to ramp up, it cuts to black. What we've seen feels like an appetizer, tasty, intriguing, but incomplete. And yet, the performances keep it compelling. Ortega owns every frame, the family dynamic adds warmth and tension, and the horror beats hit harder than before, even with some characters sidelined and CGI that occasionally distracts. Especially in Tyler's Hyde transformation, the world of Nevermore still pulls you in. With Part 2 and even a Season 3 already confirmed, the best may be yet to come. So, Wednesday Season 2 Part 1 isn't perfect, but it's haunting, heartfelt, and brimming with the gothic charm that made Season 1 such a hit. It's a season about family, about friendship, and about the lengths we'll go to protect the people we love, even if it means facing visions of their death. But what do you think? Was this half-season worth the 2-year wait? And more importantly, do you believe Wednesday can really save Enid from her fate? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read them all. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss our Part 2 breakdown when it hits. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your friends close, and your enemies closer still.